As long as you know that you're being honest, that you are truly ethical about your approach, about what you're saying, and you mean well behind what you're saying, eventually it'll work out if you're persistent. Building a team, it's very challenging, but one of the things that has helped us is you can't teach personality, but you can teach talent. Next normal in construction should be as simple as ordering a pizza. It has to be that quick, it has to be that transparent. There's a lot of complexities to it, and the industry is very fragmented. So we have to defragment it and we have to make it simple, and that's our mission. How do you create company culture? How do you build company culture? I've had good comments from people that come to the office and we have multiple offices in Latin America and here in the US, and they say that they feel the same energy where they go, which is honestly a super good compliment for us, because that's one of the things that we really strive for, to make sure that you can feel the culture everywhere you go, and we kind of tell everybody in our team to be careful about our culture, that anybody that comes in as a new person, making sure they fit that culture, right? But what is company culture? I think that it really depends on what you're trying to build. I do believe that as the founder of Multitaskr, Multitaskr has to be sort of an extension of my beliefs, of my values, of my mission, of my ethics, right? And I believe that if you truly can build culture in a company, it's sort of an extension of the founder or founders of those things, right? So depending on what you're trying to build, right? If it's a company that's driven just on sales, the culture is going to be more sales driven. If it's a culture of, let's say it's a nonprofit and it's of giving, the culture should be more of giving. And it just really depends what you're trying to build. In this case, our main focus is to unlock the value of real estate to anyone, and being able to maximize your real estate. And you could be first time buyer, or you could be an investor, right? And there's a lot of expertise that you need to have to be able to really maximize it correctly. And so we're trying to reduce all those friction points and combine with experts in technology and everything that we're putting together to make it simple. But at the end of the day, because it's such a big complex problem, and it's very, very complicated to actually accomplish what we're building, you need people that are very passionate, that believe in the big goal that we have, and that want to work as a team. And so I think that what has helped to build this culture is, one, people believe in my vision, and then two, I believe in them, right? And because they know that I care, and then they believe in the vision, then they have a meaning to what we're building, and they're part of that, right? You can't build something big without a great team. And as I've said a couple of times, and I don't know where I read it or I heard it, but a product, a business, a brand is really a group of people. And so if you don't care for those people, you cannot build a culture, right? And the culture is caring, is wanting to disrupt the construction industry and real estate. And for us, we start with the consumer. We have to be obsessed. We have to be consumer obsessed. We have to listen to them. Construction always takes longer, always costs more. And so how do we solve that, right? And so we're going in and going through every single mistake that happens in the industry, and we're trying to disrupt it and fix it. And so it does become annoying to make mistakes and go through ups and downs and multiple departments that we're trying to connect with, multiple languages. And by languages, I mean, architects can speak differently to a contractor, and a contractor differently to a financial person. So how do you simplify that? And so because it is challenging, the culture is so important, because there's going to be ups and downs in the day. There's going to be curveballs every day. And if people don't feel that there's a meaning behind what they're doing, and they're not passionate about what they're doing, and that the people on top actually care for them, right? And that you also care. Like, let's say you're a leader here. Well, you also have to be you have to care for your people under you, above you, etc. Right? And I do believe in servant leadership, which is I'm as the CEO and founder of the company, I believe that I have to be the assistant for everyone. I don't see myself as, oh, I'm your boss and do as I say. I see myself more as I need to be the leader that I would want to basically help, right? Or that I would want to work for. And so if I don't become that person, and then also if I don't understand what you need to succeed, then I'm not doing my job. And so that's the way we have been building the culture, is really protecting the values and the ethics and the, believing in the mission and the vision, that there's a meaning behind it and that we're all going to benefit from it. That's the culture that we're building here. And so that's what we try to have and resonate in any office. And one of the missions when we decided we're going to be a binational company, and then theoretically, hopefully a global company, we said, well, one of the biggest challenges is making sure that you feel the energy in any office that you go, that you feel the same energy and that you feel the same culture, right? Mm-hmm. And so yeah, that's worked for us. And we love it. And I think, anytime somebody doesn't fit in the culture, it's interesting how they kind of weed themselves out. And that's worked for us. So I know everybody's a little different depending on what you're selling, but culture to me is the foundation to build anything.